pounds of paint, which obviously is a very expensive thing.
It is your time past, you know, your time past, and that. I mean, I look at that, and it does remind me of my starter days. You know, it does. Bloody hell! I look at them and I think, bloody hell! I remember having no money when that one was floating around. You know. Yeah, you have your ups and downs. You paint a certain number of paintings, and then suddenly, you know, it's people are not interested in your painting anymore, or you know, the direction you're going into. And some people are. It depends.
There's a lot of quirky people with quirky homes that require quirky art, and Phil's transcends that. It's not stylistic for a short period of time. It's got real integrity and quality to it that keeps it timeless as far as I'm concerned.
This kind of stuff is not fashionable. Mr. Diggle, does it ever worry you that this isn't fashionable?
This is not fashionable at all. It's just a statement. It's a gesture of a language that has been formed over a period, just like James Joyce's words.
Oh, that's Christmas in England.
It reminds me of Big Angel Cake. It's pretty.
It's nice, really, to have a number of people responding to your work and wishing and buying your art without pushing it on them in some market value. I've got two big like that, 6 foot by 6 red and blacks, right? All that money that you give me in the summer, I just bought massive canvases and I've got enough for 5 shows. I've just worked my balls off. I've certainly enjoyed having more money to buy paint. Because of having lesser money, you're more thinking, well, I've got to do this right, because I've prepared the background, I've done things. And then, like the new stuff, you just get on with it and just paint. You know, you're not bothered because you just change it to something else or something like that. You're just in on the game, really. You start thinking that you can sell your work and things like that. Maybe you can, but it's not going to get you anywhere. You know, I think you've really got to decide on what your aims and objectives are in the paintings, and develop your work before you start becoming a business person. You need money to paint, and it's just as simple as that, really. Everybody works for money, don't they? You got no fucking money. Fuck. I wanted to teach. I still am teaching, and pays the bills, you know. When you've got no money and your house is going to be took off you and things like that, I suppose. I love teaching. It's an inspiration. It has been an inspiration. Especially in some of the tough schools of London.
So do you think you have any future geniuses in your class? You think you have
millions of geniuses? We're all geniuses. I'm inspired by the kids, though, when they paint. There's something about the innocence of it all. Taking risks. It'll be nice to live in New York or something, live in another town, going back to that, and give up teaching, yeah, just paint. That'd be wonderful. my studio, I'm just painting using a physical substance. You know, it's really the physicality of paint on canvas. And it's a lot of movement and a lot of direction. There's a lot of movement. And I suppose some of the rhythms end up in the rhythms of my brushstrokes. It's an unconscious thing. I'm not consciously thinking about Hampstead Heath. I'm thinking about how I put the paint on the canvas and are they working? Obviously, you get paintings that you set out and they just don't work at all. I've had lots of paintings that they've just not worked, not very good. You just destroy all them. You know, you're working in a direction to get to another type of painting. Fuck, yeah, that's bad. And that's what's good about working in oil paint, really. It's the scraping on, pulling it off, the arabesque, the construction ideas within the painting. It's all these things. They're still breathing. They're still...
What's the process? Do you build up the paint, or do you go back to it periodically?
Yeah, you just go back, keep going back and forwards and back and forwards too.
And why are you going back to it all the time? Why are you actually changing these paintings? Are they unfinished in your mind?
Yeah. They really are, some of them. You just wake up one morning and just say, you know, like, oh, this is finished. You know, you just say to yourself, this is finished. And you feel like it. You just think, that's it, enough's enough. You know, and it's unbelievable that you know, that is finished. I don't know why. I know it's finished. It's bizarre.
It slightly sort of pisses me off that people don't recognise that there's a great deal of thought goes into this painting, because they tend to think of you as a sort of bundle of energy. You're doing this, you're doing that, you're abrasive, you're quick, you're self-deprecatory and all the rest of it. But actually, I mean, what they don't see is the fact that you work in this studio for weeks and months on end when you're actually on a painting jag, and you really are putting a great deal of thought into the paintings. It's like really very carefully considered art, and it has to be recognised, I think, as such.
Smell that fresh air. It's like being in the country. It makes you want to take off and fly like a plane.